Good afternoon, everybody. It is June 13th, Friday the 13th, spooky day. I want to share something with you that's very, very important. I have taken a lot of calls. I am on the phone all day, pretty much every day, and a lot of the conversations are, it has been way too wet for us to get our soybeans in. I want to put your mind at ease. I haven't put not one bean on any of my personal farms yet. Today is the day that I'm going to do that. We've got a couple past 2-3 days have been sunny, been warm, could use a little bit more wind. However, we're going to take what we have. We have not been able to get on these fields. Today we're going to get on the fields and we're going to confidently put in our Analogics Pro soybean blend. This is, folks, this is one of the biggest reasons why you go with a whitetail blend. Are these beans any better for whitetails than an ag bean? Not really. Okay, what makes these beans better is exactly what we're doing today. We have been set back a month because of the rain. Analogics Pro Soybean Blend has 5 different maturity groups in this blend. What does that mean? That means that we have been allowed, because of the groups that are in here, to plant either early or plant late, and we know that we're going to have beans that are going to come to full maturity. Now, we are going to have some beans that are not going to make maturity, unfortunately, because we are so late. But who cares? Let me tell you about a bean that's a late maturing bean, a group 6, or even a late 5, or even a 7. What's the value to that for us here in the Northeast? Normally people say, well, there's no value, it's never going to make a pod. Why in the world would we put that in? I'll tell you why you put it in a blend. Those groups that are in this, and there's probably 2 out of the 5, so we're going to have 3 that are going to literally, for sure, make pods, but 2 of them are not going to make pods because that maturity group is too late. But what's going to happen with those 2? Those 2, in their little bean mind, is going to really push and say, we got to make a bean, we got to make a bean, we got to make a bean. So therefore it is going to literally push and push and push, and it's going to be pushing chlorophyll and keeping those 2 maturity groups perfectly green, going to keep them green. Why is that important? That's going to be important because the other 3 that actually matured out and made a pod, they're going to turn brown way before these are done pushing chlorophyll. So you still have that green attraction in these plots. Guys, I know that the soybeans are absolutely the killer, okay, when it comes to whitetail attraction, and literally the ag beans will do the same exact thing as far as attraction. But to put a single stand or single maturity group in is not what we want. Farmers do it because they're putting it in the ground and they're taking it out at a certain time. We're not taking them out. These things are going to be moving and pushing chlorophyll and making pods all the way through. It is not too late. Now, when is it going to be too late? If you're here in the Northeast, I think too late is going to be middle of July. So I would try now as best as you can. If you really want to do soybeans, you are definitely not too late, but get them in the ground as soon as possible.